All right. So now that we have written our document, the next stage now is to edit it. Now, when it comes to editing, we are just correcting spelling errors and grammatic errors or grammar errors. Now, like I said, this red zigzag line shows that there is a spelling error, and this green line shows that there is a grammatic error. The keyboard or the computer is well programmed to dictate wrong spellings and wrong English or grammar. So it will automatically highlight it for you so that you can correct it. One rule of editing your document is this: you begin from top to bottom. You begin from top to bottom. You don't do it anyhow, all right? So that the adjustments and the corrections will flow. So now for you to edit your document, what do? It requires just 3 steps. What did I say? 3 steps. Now, the first step is to take your cursor to the word which you want to correct. Now, if I put this pointer or cursor outside, you notice that it turns to an arrow. But if I bring it into the document, you notice that it turns into a shape like I. So when you bring it to the word which you want to correct, that is step 1. Step 2, right click. You right click. When you right click now, it will bring you some options, all right? Options that it is suggesting that maybe that's the word you want to spell. Now I wanted to write a brief introduction, but if you look here, you have instruction, interaction. There is no introduction. That is because this my spelling is away far. It's not near introduction. All right, so I'm going to fix that myself. I take my cursor to that center point where I want it to be, and then introduction. I think that's spelled correctly. Good. So that is correct. So you see that the line will leave. I go now to the next. As I take my cursor there, Agbo, I right click, and if you look, there are no suggestions. It's because Agbo is not an English word, so it is my name, so it must begin with a capital letter since it's a proper noun. If you look, there is still a red line under, which is indicating that the spelling of that word is wrong. It's not like Agbo is wrong. The spelling is correct. But what is happening is that it is my native name and not an English name. All right. So the keyboard still highlights that as a wrong spelling. So what do? I right click. I come to ignore. There is ignore all. So I'm going to take ignore all. If I want all the Agbo, let that red line leave all the Agbo in this document. But if I just want the red line to leave only the Agbo in this document, and then highlight only the Agbo in this place, and then highlight other Agbo, then I'll take ignore. Then I just want this red line to leave all the Agbos. All right, so I'll take ignore all. Then Emmanuel, the mistake is Emmanuel. There's no space between the full stop and the I, so I'll take that. Boya, you look, there's no suggestion here. So Boya is the name of a city, so it's going to be capital B. Capital B. Good. You see, there is still that other line under Boya. Though it is spelled correctly, it's because it is not an English word. You still right click and then you take ignore all so that the red line will leave. Cameroon has to be capital letter. Capital C. I am. There have to be an apostrophe. Good. Who am I? That is a question, so there is a good suggestion there. Enthusiastic, that enthusiastic is not spelled correctly, so I take the right spelling. You see, video, instead of video I said video. So you are just right clicking and looking for the right options. Okay, I have Instagram here. Unfortunately, this keyboard does not know what Instagram is, so you highlight it, and there's no Instagram, so ignore all. Then there's a grammatic error which I have to good Instagram at get empowered. That's how it ought to be. Now they want to correct this get empowered, they don't know, so ignore all. It looks more like it's a page name or a web link on email. WhatsApp, if you see it, this is the option. WhatsApp has to begin with a capital W, so I press Shift W for shortcut, Shift and then W. I told you that for shortcut, if you want a capital letter, you press Shift W, Shift, right, while you're holding shift, you press the letter that you want to press, you come to capital. But if you want everything should be on capital, then you press caps lock. You can also press caps locks and then you write, then you remove the caps lock again. Now it has to be with small p, and then I'll ignore all. Then if you look, this me on all of them are in capital letters. So what do? We highlight all of them, we right click, we left click, we highlight, then we go to here, our case will take lowercase. Lowercase means small letters. All right, so if you look very well, we are done editing our document. It's now looking neat, right? No lines, nothing. So this is how you edit a document. All right, once again, to edit a document, what do? You are going to take your cursor to the word which you want to edit. You right click, you choose options. If they are there, they always give you the right options, but if they are not there, you write it yourself. And if there is a word there that is correct, but the keyboard does not recognize that as an English word, what do? You choose ignore or ignore all. All right, so your task today is to edit that document which we generated. Edit it, you snap it, and you send it to me. In the next lesson, we are going to look at how to format our document, making our document look more beautiful.